My name is Liz Smith, and I am a professor of ceramics at the University of Central Arkansas. I'm also a studio potter, although on occasion, like I said, I make sculpture sometimes. I've lived here in Arkansas and taught at UCA for 12 years. I love living in Arkansas. I'm originally from Connecticut, so this is pretty far outside of my sort of natural way. There's always something green here. You know, even in the winter, it doesn't really get, it might snow, but it would snow one day and be gone the next. And there's always, you know, I mean, our daffodils bloom in January. I think what I love most about clay is that what I find most miraculous about it is it can run the gamut of being very soft looking, very hard looking. You could be, you know, really loose. You could be really tight. And it's really, it so caters to your sort of aesthetic. I love glazing. I used to hate it when I was, you know, I think like many, not all, but like many, when I first started, glazing was just like a nightmare. And now I could glaze all day long. And it's my favorite thing to do, putting surfaces on pieces. I used to think I didn't have a lot of time in the studio, and now I really know what that means, because it's very hard. Both my husband and I work. You know, I teach, and he, you know, works a sort of it's not really even a 9 to 5, it's a really scattered schedule. But so that, and then with the 2 kids, makes it pretty challenging to get in here and to find time. They actually are a big part of why I'm slip casting, because I can make more work, I can make the forms faster, so I can spend more time on the surfaces. And that's been actually pretty helpful. The other day, my son, my 2-year-old, came in and he threw on the wheel for the first time because he saw me demo with some kids a couple of weekends ago, and he was out with his dad the other day in the yard. He's into saying, I would love to do things now. I would love to go in there and make a bowl, Daddy. So we came in, and it was really fun watching him just sort of squish the clay. And right after Skidmore College, I apprenticed with Toshiko Takezu. She used to come to Skidmore to make very large pieces because we had really large kilns. I asked her if I could be her apprentice. She said no. She said, you're a woman. She probably said girl. She said, you're a girl, you're too small, you're not strong enough. So no, you can't do it. So then I spent the next few visits, when she would come, sort of carrying as many heavy bags of clay as I could all at once to show her how strong I was and to try and be helpful and all that kind of stuff. And so she finally agreed to it. So then I worked with her for a little bit over a year, which was really wonderful. Working with Toshiko was one of the best and probably most influential things in terms of my career, and really in terms of my life, that I ever did. And you know, when you're in college and you're taking classes, you're spending all of that time really sort of focused on yourself. You learn a lot by watching someone else just kind of exist and make the work they make and live the life that they're living. I mean, her life was such a wonderful sort of balance of sort of being at home and cooking and gardening and making work. And there was something so just kind of really nice about the rhythm of sort of her process of just kind of living and making work. She always said, you know, just make work, and eventually, you know, you'll find, either in a given day or in your life, you'll find the thing that you want to be making. And so that was great.